following program on Ada Derana 24 is classified as R. It is only suitable for viewers who are 18 years and above. It may contain crude indecent language, explicit sexual activity, unverified information, and political ideology. This airing aims to provide information to the public on the thematic subject. Viewer discretion is strictly advised.
A fairy tale wedding ends up becoming a media circus. Why was there so much backlash for Jeff Bezos as he wedded his lovely wife in a destination wedding in Venice? Well, we've got the deets.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to look up. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Oh no, it's Superman. Erasing every other version of DC Superman, here we are at the cusp of James Gunn's interpretation of this timeless hero. How will the DC fans react? Will there be a sour puss about it because of his attachment to Marvel, or will he fly really high?
And of course, the box office wars keeps getting heated up. There's an insane robot, a flying dragon, and a race car, all hoping that they would end up victorious at the finish line. So with all that and much more, with our crazy panel, once again, let's roll this theme on this episode of Showbiz Tonight.
Live to tape from Studio 24. This is Showbiz Tonight Special. Now, here are your hosts, Anuradie Mahieash, the Aquil Sanuvi and Mahieash Johnny.
Welcome to Showbiz Tonight. Everything is so cute in this panel. We've got a panel from last week. We've got Aquil, we've got Mahieash, and we've obviously got Anuradie.
Yes, we have.
Got me. On today's episode of Showbiz Tonight, our normal banter will continue, of course, with our thoughts about different sorts of movies, our new releases, and such and such. And of course, featuring my most favorite segment, Sanuvi's House of Horrors.
What good promotion for Sanuvi's House of Horrors?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fun thing, and I brought in a bit of a bonus for y'all since y'all couldn't get enough of me. I'll tell you what it is later on.
Okay.
I'm scared now.
What
else do we have?
No, I'll let you know. It's.
You took a poop.
Why are you wondering about this?
Come on.
Everybody takes a poop.
Last time also he was referring to something related to food. And right now also I don't know.
Is he?
Yeah, exactly. Is
I don't know. No. I'm just referring to what exactly you do. So I thought. Okay.
Anyways, what else do we have in the rundown?
Well, we've got a billionaire's wedding to cover.
Yeah.
Bezos, yeah.
And we have a very, very exciting topic that Anuradie and I are very excited to talk about. And we'll be going into that as well. But of course, we have our countdowns.
Trust me, you're not excited.
Very excited.
Very.
Not excited.
Maybe.
See, we need to make you watch it, then you actually
Not
like
excited.
it.
Not excited at all. Anyway, so we have a lot to cover today with regard to our rundown and also our episode this time around. This is our 74th show. So the next one is going to be the 75th one, going to be a big one. Let's see how we will pan that out to be and bring you something very exciting as well. But in this episode, let's start the show. First, we have the countdown, which is coming right up now.
Sliding from 8 to 10 this week, Karate Kid Legends is starting to lose momentum, but it's far from out of the fight. What's kept audiences engaged isn't just the action, it's the emotional core, particularly the generational mentorship that adds real depth to this story. Behind the scenes, the film's practical stunt work and minimal CGI have been praised for bringing back a raw, grounded feel that many modern action flicks lack. And while critics were split at first, fan forums and martial arts communities continue to rally behind it, keeping the conversation alive well past its peak debut.
Now you see me, huh? Go!
Hey, Mom.
Hi. Surprise.
Falling from number 7 to number 9 this week, Ballerina is starting to lose steam after a strong debut. The film's high-octane action scenes and sharp choreography live up to John Wick's legacy, of course. However, some critics feel the story leans on too heavily on familiar revenge tropes, which slowly, sort of downs the momentum. Still, the performance, however, especially from Keanu Reeves and the stylish direction, keeps fans absolutely hooked.
Materialists has slipped from 3 to 6 and now it's down to number 8, showing a rapid loss of momentum. Despite a star-studded cast and impressive visuals, the film never reached the top spot. The main issue lies in a weak storyline that failed to connect viewers emotionally. Ambitious production elements couldn't make up for the lack of depth, turning potential into disappointment.
That's because we can't help it. It just walks into our lives sometimes.
Are you hitting on me?
Definitely not. But I do think that you would be a great match for a lot of our clients. We need more straight men in New York City. You look about 6 feet tall. How much money do you make?
Just straight up like that.
I make 80 grand a year before taxes. Do you make more or less than that?
More.
I know. Finance, right?
Private equity. Do you want a drink?
Sure.
What do you want?
Coke and beer.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, John.
Working now, obviously, but talk after dinner service?
Yeah.
Sliding from number 5 to 7 this week, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning continues to hold strong in the top 10. Its lasting appeal comes from the franchise's signature blend of intense action and evolving character arcs that keep audiences engaged. The commitment to practical stunts and stunning real
After a long run near the top, Lilo and Stitch is finally starting to lose ground, dropping to number 6 this week. While some wonder if audiences are tired of Stitch, this kind of gradual decline is typical once newer animated films flood the market. Its nostalgic charm and colorful animation still draw fans, but with more options available, maintaining a spot at the summit gets tougher. Overall, the slowdown seems more like a natural shift rather than a sign of fading interest. Despite the fall, the film's ambitious production design still earns praise for pushing genre boundaries.
Nani?
Who cares? They're already covered what bird pill.
Nani!
Stay here.
Lilo! How's it going?
Look, David, I got a dog.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Stitch. There you are. No. Stitch. Put it down. Yes. Yeah. No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. One.
Alright, hold tight. There's plenty more action on the horizon. 5 new movies are about to shake things up, and the drama isn't slowing down anytime soon. Stay with us. This is Showbiz Tonight, where the biggest stories are just beginning to unfold.
That is the countdown, 10 to 6. Some interesting stuff there as well. Certain movies leaving the countdown as always. That's like the usual thing.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, some are happy to see go.
It was very hard.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Massive shade.
Well,
You.
Oh no.
no.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're gonna start our show with regard. Not start our show with we're gonna start our crazy conversations right now with regard to. I think the biggest news at the moment is Jeff Bezos' wedding in Italy.
Jeff Bezos' wedding
seems to be. I don't know. There are restaurants, there are venues, and there are wedding venues here in Sri Lanka as well. So if you have the money, you go and buy that particular place and do it.
Yeah.
So, but apparently Venetians are not happy. The wedding happened in Italy, in Venice, one of the most beautiful cities and iconic cities. And apparently they are not happy. Or is it just Greenpeace that is not happy? Aquil.
Well, I don't think it is the Greenpeace, right? Because obviously we're talking about Venice. It's not like Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is one island, so you can actually take parts of it. But then in Venice, you have to move around and transport yourself literally on the canal and in water. So obviously, when you block the best restaurants, best shops, everything, because of the A-list nonsense that's going on, they're not going to be happy, okay? And they've literally created this doll, put it into the water in the canal, while the wedding's going outside, by the way, and it just floats through, literally just floats through the canal. And that's literally
the venue?
Through the venue, literally outside. So that's literally saying, we don't care of what you're doing, you're not paying the amount of taxes, and so forth, right? But the A-list celebrities themselves attending the event has got so much backlash. We're talking about Oprah Winfrey got backlash, and then
from Rosie O'Donnell. Come on.
I mean, it's
the
okay.
backlash
It's
was
the
from
same
Rosie
thing.
O'Donnell.
It's almost like, okay.
Who in the world cares about Rosie
Oh
O'Donnell?
my God. Okay.
I mean, like, seriously, the president of the United States doesn't care. The rest of the people doesn't care. Whole of America didn't care, and she's now living.
I don't care.
in the UK,
Somewhat, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit.
Some other country, and nothing. So what?
But see, here's the thing, though. Okay, so you know Lauren, obviously Jeff Bezos' wife. Her best friend or her friend is actually Katy Perry. Guess what? She broke up with the husband, you
Orlando
know.
Bloom.
Yeah, and then he gets invited. She doesn't even get invited.
Oh my God. No, I
That's-
don't
that-
think
that
she
happens.
was.
And how is that bad?
invited.
It's bad because she's a friend.
She's the friend.
How
and
would you
the
feel?
husband gets invited, and not the friend.
Still, I don't see why.
Ex-husband.
Because it's their
Ex-
wedding.
Okay,
It is the
Mahieash.
wedding of Jeff Bezos and Lawrence.
All right, Mahieash, think about this.
Okay.
All right, you have
No,
a
I
good
get your
friend.
argument. I get your argument. Okay, I get your argument. But still, it's a personal occasion where they can do whatever they want. And
Yeah, but then that's not nice.
It's
That's
No,
the
we
whole
don't know
point.
what happened between the
Exactly.
two of them.
They went for the Bachelor's Red. Literally, she was invited for it. Kim Kardashian to
Katie
everyone.
was not able to come. Maybe it felt too hard
exactly.
for Katie
No,
because
no, no.
she's going
Could be
through
like-
something
could be like-
herself.
So you invite the ex-husband of 13 years?
No, it could
so
be a
maybe-
situation. It could be a situation where both of them were invited, and Katy Perry said, "Listen, it's too fresh for me. I can't come."
Because you give
And
wedding
they say-
invites months before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
Especially
doesn't-
with these
We
big
knew
weddings,
this,
right?
She was there for the Bachelor's Red, and
Yes,
after that is when the
that's
breakup
true.
happened.
Maybe, okay, so exactly.
It's-
So for the Bachelorette, she was all fine. It's just the girls. There's no Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
But then that's
Yeah.
still not right, though. You know.
Maybe she
Here's
was
the deal,
invited,
right?
she
The
just
guest
chose
list
not
was
to come.
prepared months in advance for big ceremonies like these.
Plus,
so
it's a destination wedding.
Exactly.
I mean,
And all that, and maybe that both of them were invited, and Katy Perry said, "Hey, hang on, I can't come because of the simple fact that it's way too fresh in my mind." Aquil, let's talk about you. You know, when you broke off, you know, what happened? We had to carry the entire, car.
that was a feet and a half.
yeah,
exactly.
feet and a half. Yeah, I think it was more than a
Are you
feet.
talking about your height?
We be spinning.
But though, this has actually cost him so much, right? Obviously, weddings cost a lot.
Yeah.
He had sold 737
He's the
million.
fourth richest person in
He
the world.
sold 737 million in his stocks.
No, but
actually.
that's where the conversation gets a little bit
Murky.
very murky about this. Now, this tax conversation what you are talking about is nothing to do with Venice. Venice's taxes have been paid because they don't, like, if you look at the venues and everything, even blocking the road and all, the city puts a tax saying, okay, this is how much it'll take to even, let's say, somebody's coming to Colombo and then they say, we want to take this entire area, they will put a price for that. The government will put a price and they will say, you have to pay this much amount, whether it's taxes or blah, 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 whatever. They paid that. But what the conversation here is, in terms of he's not paying his taxes, is regarding to his wealth. In comparison to his wealth, this is where I said Greenpeace is the one who, there was a huge banner outside this wedding venue which said, pay your taxes properly. So they were referring not to the wedding per se, they were referring to the fact that, this guy is a billionaire and he is not paying his entire, because last year he only got, I think, around $60 billion in income or something. Okay. But then what they do is, what these rich people do is, in order to cut off the taxes, they give it to certain stocks and everything to charity. So then the taxes is being written. So this is a loophole that they exactly.
They also purchase like
as a finance person, you know this, right?
Do you do this, Sanuvi? Do you pay your taxes, Sanuvi?
Oh, let's not get into
It's not about personal taxes. Here's the thing, okay? Taxes, if you properly check it out, and then if you do it in legal means, in terms of donating it to charity and whatnot, you find the loopholes. Technically, you can't be scrutinized for it. If you do evasion, then you have a problem.
Let's ask the fake lawyer, isn't it?
Yeah. Do we have to wear an ankle bracelet or?
Yeah. What do we call this one?
So when did you get this vial, Aquil?
No, is there something called a tax bracelet?
No.
Where
Tax bracelet.
There is something called a tax bracket, none
yes.
of which none of us, fit into his, obviously. But what you said was right, Sanuvi. If you are able to, by legal means, donate to trusts and charities and have non-profit organizations as well to put your income into, they can't persecute you for that. They can't.
And that is a loophole.
It is a loophole. It is a well-known loophole.
Which I think in many countries, many billionaires.
And it's not like an offshore bank account kind of situation either. This is literally not complete tax
So
evasion.
what we learned from this entire segment was Aquil hates rich people.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's all.
Hardcore.
Can we move on to the next subject, Anuradie?
Yes,
It's
we
about
can.
something related to Greece. Something happened to your car?
Nothing happened to my car. My car is fine. It's about Grease, the film and musical, and specifically
I'm
about...
surprised that because it came out in the 70s and you're a fan of it.
You're
No,
telling
I'm a
me
fan of
that
it
just
as
because I
well.
was born past 2000, I can't have culture.
Exactly.
I can't-
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. None of y'all do.
We share more than
we like
Wait. There is a segment coming later down in the show that will actually showcase the cultures of this generation. Okay, go ahead with this
That's
story.
not culture.
Yeah, exactly. How cultured these people are.
Let me get to this. All right. So the story is, obviously, everybody watching should and must know about the artistic masterpiece that is Grease, right? The film and the musical. And of course, our beloved star of the show, Danny Zuko, played by John Travolta. Now, yes, you mentioned it. It came out in the 70s. It's like 46 years, I think, or 47 years.
Older than me also.
Yep, and it's still golden. You should still go and rewatch it because it's that good and the song is still stuck in my head. So anyway, no, the story is in California just recently, I think a couple of days ago, for Grease fans specifically at the Hollywood Bowl, they held a special sing-along event. And this sing-along event actually had multiple cast members as well as the director himself to visit. And, it was like a whole shebang, like, oh, fun sing-along. They were actually singing We Go Together, if anybody remembers. It's all a whole bunch of nonsense like shabala boom bam, it's a really good song. You should listen to it, Sanuvi. It's very good. Okay. No, genuinely, that's how the lyrics goes. But yeah, everybody knew the cast members were coming, everybody knew the director was coming, but nobody expected the Danny Zuko, the John Travolta in the flesh to don his biker jacket and his slick back hair and just waltz his way onto stage like, hi everybody, what's happening?
And he sings, and he actually sings.
He sings.
So good, by the way.
Good.
So good.
And no, so it was a sing-along event, right? And there was also a very tearful, for cast members that were lost, remembrance. And it brought back the spirit. Like, John Travolta is still the man. Like, he's still Danny Zuko. And I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, that's insane. Did you watch it? Did you see it?
Anu, were you feeling the chills?
My silence should tell you
I'm getting
where
the
did I
chills.
watch it or not.
And they're multiplying.
I'm a fan of Grease.
You're not a fan of Grease?
No, not really. Not really. I don't
Hold
know.
on.
It's
What?
just that, I don't know, for some weird reason. So I know John Travolta was an action star. The first thing that I was introduced to him as an actor was when he did Face Off with Nicolas Cage. That was like one of those big movies. That was like, so he was an action star for me. And then you trace back again, was not born during that particular time, and you see what they've done in the past. And then Grease was there, and then it was, when you watch the whole thing and the music, I am a fan of musicals, but the way he sings was like, conflicting in terms of action star doing this.
But
when you're in a younger age, and I never grew out of that phase. So John Travolta is still...
It's not a big deal to you?
Did
you watch Pulp Fiction?
Grease is not a big deal for me.
Did you watch Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, I did.
And you liked him in it?
Not against it.
Really?
Are you a fan of Elvis Presley?
I'm so sad right now because I thought I'd have at least one.
Okay, wait.
You have two here.
But are you a fan
Sanu is just like, oh really?
No, because I like the song.
Aquil.
No. I like the songs. I love all the songs. But are you a fan of Elvis Presley though? Yes or no?
Oh
If
my
you're
goodness,
not-
what is with the hesitation?
So that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, it is. No, what you don't
Okay, it's not exactly
what
what
I'm
it
trying
is.
to explain
Let's not-
Similar.
is the fact that I understand the whole concept of
You watched the film?
nostalgic. I watched the film, but what I'm telling is the fact that the first introduction to John Travolta was an action movie.
Yes.
So after that, you go and sing. Now he's a mega action star. He then did a couple of other movies also, which was action stuff. And then
Urban
he
Cowboy.
he
So it's
sings
like if Tom Cruise goes and does
You
a
were
musical.
introduced to him in Face Off?
What?
Were you introduced?
Yeah, that was the one. That was the
Oh, yes. No, just clarifying because his actual breakout role was Saturday Night Fever. And
That is also another musical.
Yes.
So,
So
again,
that's what I'm trying to say.
no,
He's not
that
just an
that
action-
entire phase was gone now. In the
should have got an
90s,
Oscar
when we started to watch movies, when movies were available, Hollywood movies were very much freely available here in Sri Lanka. Then you start watching them, and then the first movie that I watched about John Travolta was that. So let's move on.
Yeah, I guess it
It's just
resonates.
I love the Grease premise as it is as well, and having him reprise that role was really heartwarming for Grease fans specifically.
Apparently, fan, no fan. I'm very hot.
Correction. Wow.
Dad jokes central.
That wasn't even that good.
It was good.
was not.
It was so bad. It was good.
I'm very hot. Wow.
I mean,
That joke.
yeah.
Number one for today.
Tally, keep the tally.
All right,
Well-
now.
Okay.
Okay, so this could be a bonus episode of House of Horrors because this might
Technically.
come later on. But okay, so Lorde released a new album. Are you aware?
Yes,
I think
I am.
everyone else is
Yes,
aware.
I'm aware.
So the name of the album is Virgin, and I genuinely haven't listened to the album. I think it's good. People
It's good.
say it's good. It's good. Is
Yeah,
it good?
it's good,
Okay.
I really
So-
like one song.
But the conversation that's going around is with regards to her album art. Now, Lorde is a person who takes a very artistic approach when it comes to almost all of her album arts. You see her in angles that you haven't seen her before in every single album art. And for this one, what she has done is, given the name of the album, she has moved a little bit towards a very
Virgin era.
yeah, that. And for the album art, actually, it is an X-ray of her pelvis.
Yeah.
Which seems fine. I mean,
Yeah.
the zip and the whatever. So to achieve this specific album art, what she has done is to wear a see-through pant,
Yeah.
as one would do to get an X-ray of their pelvic area. So a few of her wonderful fans, the lucky ones, have actually received a special edition of this said vinyl, where it's not just the X-ray, it's the photo with her and the see-through pants.
Full frontal.
Okay.
Full frontal. And yeah, so that's the story, and that is why
Okay,
the
okay.
album
Wait,
is
before
all-
you say anything,
Yeah.
all right, Mahieash, just a play-by-play of how it happened. I was just watching, all right. Tap, tap, tap on his iPad, figure out what the hell the story is.
Oh my God.
Sees the picture, slowly, slow pan, just what am I looking at? Okay then.
He has to
I
say
mean,
something.
so,
He has
yeah.
to say.
He has
What
something
is
to
it?
say.
We're waiting.
No, he doesn't.
He has
Go
nothing
ahead.
to
Go
say.
ahead.
So yeah, that's the hot
He-
goss about
No. He
Lorde.
has something to say. If he does say it, we're gonna lose
Yeah,
our
but wait.
rating.
Yeah.
Not
So
gonna move on.
vinyls has holes.
Oh my God!
Well, there's a light over there.
Lord,
Okay, so
just make sure that something fits the vinyl hole.
I'm just going to.
I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but the thing is this: that is her creative approach
Yeah.
to these kinds of things. We have provocative stuff, and
Yeah,
for me,
yeah,
of course,
yeah.
it looks like a marketing stunt.
So art is meant to disturb the.
Yeah.
Because usually what needs to carry these kinds of albums and what
Yeah,
needs
yeah,
to
yeah.
carry the sales and everything has to be the music.
Yeah.
And Lorde is such a polarizing
Niche.
From New Zealand, yeah.
musician where there is only some set of people who would actually like that. It's not like a mass,
mass audience.
Okay,
I think she pushes her edginess and that niche through access.
What's that one song everybody knows of Lorde?
Royal.
Royal, yes.
Yeah, and Green Light. But in all defense, what she was actually trying to sort of like express in this album is the fact that she went through body dysmorphia, she went through mental issues and all of that. She wanted people to say that this entire album is about looking through me and this is who I am. So that's what she wanted to say. Okay, I see you on the end.
Wait. So that would have made sense if it was just the X-ray of, the pelvic area, because that looks artistic actually. But why push the other?
That's kind of the point, but you can't see anything there, okay? It's covered. It's just that she's just expressing herself and saying, I love myself as a whole now.
I like the Reddit comments.
Okay?
I like the Reddit comments.
I love myself as a whole now.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
I know.
Can everybody
Anyways,
moving on.
we're going to take a short break because there was a lot to unpack here and talk about. And more to come. We have a really packed rundown today. There are 2 big movies that is coming later on in the show. And there's one thing that is a very one that is overdue. I think around 20-30 years old.
Well overdue.
Yeah, but it's that is also coming. So we'll get to all that. But when we come back, this woman's house of horrors comes back to haunt each and every one of us.
I'm excited.
This is Showbiz Tonight. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. I thought she's gonna start, but she was like laughing
I was waiting for it.
and all. Welcome back, Showbiz Tonight. Once again, here we go. So the story now, this time around, is regarding Beyonce. And
wait, before you start, go for it. Do it.
Thank you, Beyonce. That's what they were making fun of, okay? If Sanuvi mentions Beyonce, something bad happens to Beyonce.
So exactly. Now the story, she mentioned Beyonce last week too.
Yeah.
And now something bad has happened.
Okay. Look. But I am like the beacon that changes everything. If Beyonce mentions about somebody, something bad happens to that person. If Sanuvi mentions Beyonce, something bad happens to Beyonce.
How many times did you have to mention Beyonce for it to happen?
I don't know.
Now see,
like 300
next week
times.
we may have a different type of a show.
Please don't. The beehive will come for me.
Yeah.
Please.
Anyways. Like literally, they will send you like hate mail. But anyway, if you want to know her address...
What's the story?
So, the story is where she actually performs in Paris, right? She obviously performs in Paris after, the UK. She comes to Paris and basically she does this whole harness where it's like cowboy Carter, it's a car. Okay, that's what it's called.
Car.
Yeah. It is.
Carter.
So anyway.
Cowboy Carter.
Yeah, exactly. So she goes all the way up, right? She obviously goes up.
It's not Queen Beyonce's mother. Exactly. It's Mimo Beyonce. Cowboy Carter.
Okay, Aquil, yes.
So anyway, so she basically gets into a harness, and this car is like lifted in a harness, right? It goes all the way up in like feet and feet, and basically what happens is she sings so eloquently, and then the car starts toppling. Like it literally starts toppling, and then she holds onto that American flag. Patriotic. She's like, okay, and then she was like, stop, because like it's really bad. And then they had to like bring the entire thing down. She didn't sing, she didn't do anything, and then they took her right back up there, and then she started singing. But ever since then, that car has been changed into like this entire. It's a horse's hoof.
A horse's
hoof, yeah. Because it's cowboy. Carter. Yeah, there you go. So it's
Carter. Cowboy.
So
basically, it was a stunt gone wrong, kind of.
Beyonce almost died.
I know. It's a performance.
She did not. She was perfectly safe.
Gone wrong. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's like a plethora of people behind her to make sure that it never happens.
She's gonna release another single. Hang in there. hang on.
That
Just
side is
hold
on a roll for some reason. Jeez.
Anyways, that is not exactly a big story to report, but apparently Aquil wanted to bring in Cowboy Carter to talk about his car.
He wanted to bring in Cowboy Carter.
Exactly, and now since we have spoken about Cowboy Carter, and basically I'm kidding here. Anyways,
these American people of Texas, don't come for me. I am a very respectful individual. I love your culture. Yeehaw.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Anywho.
So now coming to things.
Anyways, yeah, exactly. House of Horrors. Yeah, it returns back. So this time, what kind of disgusting story do we have?
It's not disgusting.
It is disgusting. It is disgusting. Like
okay, so. Every one of us have our own bathing habits, do we not?
No.
We have. You don't. You don't bathe.
We just bathe.
Doesn't bathe.
You just bathe. No. You have one habit, which is just bathing.
No. I mean, you have your routines. Yeah. You maybe.
Listen, you understand this? You're speaking to a germaphobe.
Yeah.
And also.
You're speaking to someone that spends like a good quarter of their day scrubbing at their
with a rock. With a rock.
I have a rock. Like he's like, I have a rock. I have a loofah. I have every gadget under the sun that I clean.
I have a rock, a glove.
A glove, an exfoliating.
Oh, fancy.
The fancy one.
Not the fancy one. That is like a normal routine for me. It at least takes 1 hour for me to take a bath.
That's good.
Only thing you're missing is a cold mudda.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Coconut.
Anyway, so the point is, every one of us, we have our own bathing rituals, be it skincare, whatever. So celebrities are known to have extensive skincare routines. Like you mentioned, some spend hours and hours, they scrub, they exfoliate, they put packs, what and what not. A celebrity couple and a family that does not really adhere to this rule is Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. And along with their bathing habits, they've ensured that prestigious culture in their bathing habits have been passed down to their kids as well. All in all, the water bill in that household is very, very low because they do not actually bathe on a daily basis. They only wash the most important parts of their body, and sometimes Mila Kunis actually forgets to wash her kids because she's like, essential oils are important for my children.
I mean, she has a point though. It's called sebum.
No, sebum does not cause you to be clean. Sebum is literally what your body produces to trap all the pollution.
Okay, I'm going to get up and
go. Wait. Trap all the pollution. Exactly my point. It traps all the bacteria.
Yeah, and you have to get rid of the sebum
by taking a shower.
Yes.
Why are they not taking a shower?
Exactly. So even if they do take a shower, they do not necessarily use soap. So what she says is when she uses soap, like the
shampoo,
necessary parts of
body stuff.
I suppose not, unless otherwise they're extremely sweaty. And one last thing to finish it off is that whenever they work out,
they don't finish it off. That's the problem.
That's the whole point.
So when they do work out, so usually when we work out, we ensure that we are like from head to toe.
Okay.
Yeah, they just wash their face.
Ew. So what happens to the sweat? Like, do they just put like some very expensive perfume and like?
I smell Ashton Kutcher.
This is like really full-on horror for me.
Imagine when they actually like scrub the amount of like dead skin that rolls.
Oh, stop! Why would
I mean, there's a reason why it's called.
Anyway, I'm taking over now.
Yeah.
You know,
we have something else to talk about that is very interesting for the both of us. Let's get to that instead of this disgusting story.
I am excited.
Okay,
very stinky situation.
So before we talk about that, take a look at what we are going to reveal: a long overdue movie's second part.
By all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me.
Can you please spell Gabbana?
You used to be sick. I'm wearing Valentino for crying out loud.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this. That's all.
By all means, Thamira, move at a glacial pace. It really interests me. We all know what we are talking about. Wears Prada 2 is now in production. It's not even a rumor or anything. It is in production. It is already happening right now.
Finally.
Yeah, exactly. It's long overdue. Now, this is groundbreaking is because of this. There are only two scenarios where Meryl Streep, the great Meryl Streep, one of my favorite actresses, has actually done a sequel. She only did this one, she's doing it, and the other drama that she returned. She never returns for anything for second time. Okay, she in all her movie lineup, there is no part 1, part 2, none of that. She was asked to come into the Marvel universe. She's flat out said no, none of that, because she's not into the whole, you know, continuity. When she takes a role, she does the role really well, and she moves on. Okay, so this is the only time in a movie she has actually come for the second part, because this is an iconic movie. And the other one that she has come for the second season is Only Murders in the Building. Okay, so the 4th and the 5th season, she was there part of it, but the 5th season she was only in a very minute amount that she was part of the whole conversation of it. Now, Anuradie.
Yes. Oh wait. No, this is, you do not understand how big of a deal this is. How many years have we been waiting for this?
And it's such a big year for Anne Hathaway, because Princess Diaries is also
We're
a
still
one.
But we're still not sure Anne Hathaway.
She
she's not. She's not.
Okay, no, production trailers are not out.
Emily Blunt.
We are still not sure whether Anne Hathaway is part of the cast.
But Emily Blunt herself said it on a press.
When did she say that?
Emily Blunt said it.
Emily Blunt is returning. Okay, so let me tell the storyline of this one. Okay, Emily Blunt is now a big shot advertising executive within New York, and Miranda Priestley, which is Meryl Streep, she is basically fighting this entire battle over the fact that magazines are just dying. Okay, it's going further away. We still do not know whether Anne Hathaway, this is my take on it, if part of it, I don't know whether she has this thing. She was asked about this at, I think, in another interview for another movie, what she was doing, and she said, well, she must be having a good time in France at this moment. She must be enjoying,
the premise is they're saying Annie is working at a different...
must be, one of the... she would have actually reached her goal of working in a very serious magazine or a newspaper or something like that, and she must be actually drinking good coffee and having proper meals. So that's what she mentioned, but I don't know whether there is other...
Emily Blunt actually said during a press as well, the fact that the character might actually come back, maybe, having this whole, magazine about females in Paris, plus the fact that she might have kids and she might be married now.
Who?
Emily Blunt mentioned that, the character.
Yeah, so she's definitely...
Not Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt mentioned about Anna Hathaway's character, that this could be. That's what she said
I just checked her socials. She has also shared, she's literally collaborated on posts from 20th Century.
But she hasn't confirmed, right?
She hasn't confirmed, but what if she is in rivalry with Meryl Streep?
No, the rivalry is between Emily Blunt and Meryl Streep, because Emily Blunt is now the big shot of this particular movie, and she's going to give all the iconic lines.
Yes, she's going to.
I mean, I don't know.
That's
Before that, they did a small take on it. Take a look at that, and we'll be right back after that.
And now, 4 words that anyone can say. Please welcome Meryl Streep.
2 things. I forgot my glasses. Clearly. And the envelope. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. It's an age-old question. Where does the character end and the actor begin?
Well, as we've just seen, Meryl and Miranda Priestley are sort of like twins.
Right? I don't think I'm anything like Miranda Priestley.
No. That wasn't a question. Please, do the honors. By all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me.
Okay, the nominees for male actor in a comedy series are...
And there you go. That's exactly what they did at 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a very fun event, and everybody was talking about. I think that is when they were talking about the second. You know, we need to have a second listing, and I think Miranda Priestley, Meryl Streep, thought about, I don't know what made her to come back into this movie because of the fact, but she had so many iconic roles.
She's Meryl Streep, everything she does is iconic.
Okay, and the very reason that she keeps coming back is like maybe, despite the fact that you're really up there as a actress,
a 3-time Academy Award winner,
and how many times, like 18, 19 times nominated, and still I think what she must be referring to the fact that when you get older, it might be hard to find jobs, and when things like this keeps coming, you need to keep it fresh. Might be one of the reasons. I don't know. Let's see. Let's wait and see.
Are you implying that Meryl Streep
is gonna run out of jobs? I highly doubt that.
Why? Because she's literally one cameo and she's good.
I think what you're referring to that
it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about the money.
Being relevant.
Even characters.
Yeah, it's being relevant. Plus, the number of roles that are there for older women in Hollywood today, especially blockbuster ones, is very, very, very limited. Even Stanley Tucci, we don't know whether he will return for this one. Another iconic character.
The Nate guy is not returning apparently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when you get older, despite the fact that whether you're male or female, sometimes Hollywood has a very harsh way of dealing with it.
Except for Morgan Freeman.
He's just immortal.
He came in old.
You know what though, I was just thinking about it, and like remembering how I watched Wears Prada, obviously it's like a formative movie, right? The coffee thing, you know, like, why is my coffee not here? Is she dead or something?
Are you going through the same thing, Anuradie?
Are you really drew attention to this one. Like, we are all living in our own Devil Wears Prada.
The male version of Meryl Streep, right here.
Right here.
And this is Miranda.
Excuse me?
I mean, we can do a documentary here in English.
Oh my gosh.
Devil Wears Prada.
Wait. Let me.
Okay.
Were you
what is the line you say all the time?
You guys referring to me as Miranda Priestley? That is exactly what you all are experiencing from me.
What is the line you always say? You have no sense of fashion.
Yes.
Wait. Y'all are telling me that I am her? In this real life? Thank you very much.
I was waiting for it.
We are going to take a short commercial break.
No, why are we done talking about it? This should be the entire thing.
Because there's a lot more to get through, Anuradie. There's another movie that apparently that you guys are interested in.
Oh yes, we are very interested.
But when we return, we're going to take a first look at this movie called Project Hail Mary. Interesting sci-fi movie. Let's take a short commercial break. You're watching Showbiz Tonight. We'll be right back.
State your name.
Ryland Grace. I just woke up from a coma. I'm several light years from my apartment. And I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut.
If you don't go, you die. With the rest of us. The sun is dying. You are the only scientist who might know what this says.
I'm just a teacher at Grover Cleveland Middle.
You have a doctorate in molecular biology. I need you to come with us. This is Project Hail Mary. The sun is not the only star dying. Every star was infected by its neighbor, except one.
Why?
We don't know.
Which is why we built a ship to go there and find out.
It's 11.9 light years away. The astronauts die in space.
It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary. I get it. Who on earth is going to sign up for this?
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct.
You'll find a solution.
You are my solution.
I put the knot in astronaut. I've never done anything. I've never done a space. I can't even moonwalk. I understand the stakes. I do. But my place is in the classroom.
The world is counting on you.
This might be very hard for you to understand. But some people are not good at things.
You know who you are. You're gonna do great.
I conquered zero G in 5 hours. Yeah!
Object approaching.
Oh my God. So, I met an alien. He's kind of growing on me. At least he's not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while. I'm Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. Thumbs up. No, that's thumbs down. You would do the thumbs up. It's close enough.
Back everyone, that is a first look at a new movie that is supposed to come very soon, Project Hail Mary. That is our first look of that movie starring Ryan Gosling. The really nice line that he delivers, as you just saw, was like, you know, I put the knot in the astronaut.
I put the knot in astronaut.
Okay. So the story, this is actually a book by an author called Andy Weir that has been translated. He's also part of the writer of part of The Martian. So the storyline here is very similar to, I think, I can't remember the movie. I think it was one of these where they had to the core.
Oh.
Okay, so apparently the core of the Earth stopped rotating internally, so they had to go in drill in and go inside in order to get it rotating back, because everything was going haywire here on Earth. Now the storyline is on this. Now Martian was apparently going to Mars and apparently leaving a guy there and coming back, and leaving Matt Damon and coming back, because like Matt Damon was like, hey, let's forget about it. Yeah. And but in this storyline, Ryan Gosling is actually a school professor who is very much understanding of this fact. Like, there is a significant event that happens in space where all the nearby stars in our galaxy, the stars have lost their...
They're infected.
They have lost its power in terms of it started dimming. So it is literally, when a star is going dimmer, it means that the star is dying and it's getting ready for a supernova
dwarfing
action, where there will be a huge explosion, everything around will be dead. So now the scientists found out that apparently this is not just happening to our star, it has been happening towards to many stars within the galaxy. within the universe. So, but they found one particular star system that has not impacted. So they wanted to send, this is 9 light years away, so they wanted to send an astronaut. So they wanted to send someone who understands this entire logic of it and who can listen. So guess who they sent? Ryan Gosling. He goes and he meets an alien. Okay, so when he gets into this particular point after traveling 9 years on, he finds an alien. But the fact is, during his journey, because it's 9 light years away, apparently he gets amnesia. So he does not understand what
he's doing on the ship. That's how it starts.
So it's going to be exactly. That's like I put the knot in the astronaut. But it's going to be an interesting movie that is going to come way later in this year,
Yeah, like it's also the fact that it's called Hail Mary. He is the Hail Mary. So it's almost like, he doesn't believe in himself, but there's a whole group of people that does. And hopefully that belief is what pulls it through to the end, and humanity can find, survival. And that it's a really...
Wasn't there a movie that's similar to that?
Passenger.
A lot of
reminds me of
Passenger
Moonfall, actually.
But Passenger was...
Passenger was just going into another system, and somebody wakes up halfway through. It was Chris Pratt. And then they fall in love, and
Nobody's inside the spaceship.
who is
Jennifer
Lawrence? Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, exactly.
Wait. Speaking of sci-fi, actually, like specifically when it comes to alien entities interacting with human race, did you know that recently there was a poll conducted in the industry in itself that was published in the New York Times relating to, the best movies of all time, 100 best movies. And guess what won the sci-fi segment?
Star Wars.
No, it's not. Really? That's already gotten its nods and honors. This is a very underrated film.
What is it?
According to industry polls, right now officially, the best sci-fi movie of the 21st century is Arrival. A film.
Oh,
yes. I'm so glad you guys know it and remember it, because I thought it was obscure. Did you watch it, Mahieash? Do you know?
Yeah, very nice concept.
I liked Arrival. Like, it's the fact that
have
dealing with grief, the non-linear passage of time, humanity and its literal insignificance.
You watch a sci-fi movie to actually have some, like, the whole idea of Arrival came, there was this alien entity. Nobody knows how to contact with the linguistic person has to come in. Amy.
Yes.
Yeah, Amy. I can't remember her surname. So she
Amy
comes
Adams.
in. Amy Adams. Yeah, exactly. She actually talks to them, and then nothing really happens, right?
I like Jeremy Renner in it, though.
Did it not send you through the rabbit hole of the space and time continuum?
It happened
on
Earth, and we had this entire inquisitivity as to what is going on, who is this, who has come, and who's talking from the other side, what is the species. None of that was explained in that movie. It was just, suddenly, abruptly.
Well, that was the whole point of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Figuring it out.
But no, I mean, there should be Arrival 2, but Arrival 2 never came. Arrival 2 never arrived.
So. Arrival 2 never arrived.
Hail Mary has like the best theme song though from Harry Styles.
Oh yeah.
We have to. You're talking about the Project Hail Mary.
Yes.
Okay. So before there's another movie which is a new release which we want to get you to. This is right now on Netflix, so you can have a look at it. Before we talk about it, let's take a look at the trailer.
The world will know you as pop stars. But you will be much more than that. You will be hunters.
Hey! This is the men's bathhouse. Get out of here!
They're stealing the souls of our fans? Let's send those disgusting demons back to the depths where they belong!
Yeah!
Let's get battle ready.
I can destroy the hunters for good. It's time for a new strategy.
You're all I can think of. Every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
The demon boy band? They're coming after the fans.
You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
The Sasha Boy!
Let's go get these guys. You think we're just gonna let you steal our fans? You're gonna have to fight us for them.
Yeah, this plane's trashed. Everything is at stake.
Well, news.
No,
Hunting Showbiz. Yes.
Okay, no, here's the thing. Okay. At first glance, people might be like, oh my god, it's K-pop. That's not my thing. I don't want to watch it. That was one reaction.
At first glance,
hold on.
what the hell is this?
So that's what I'm coming to.
An artistic feat.
So you have the K-pop element that people might move away from, and then it's an animated movie, something that people might be icked off from. But hear me out. If you really actually sit down and watch the movie, it's pretty good. It comes from the Sony Studios, affiliated with those of them who created Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And it's actually a good plotline because they did so much research into it.
The interesting thing about this movie specifically, Mahieash, is not the fact that it originated from Korea, despite it being, related to K-pop universe. This is literally in real time. You can see how this phenomenon is taking over the rest of the world.
I'm really sad that you're trying to get me interested in this.
Yeah.
You're just wasting your time.
We have to make him listen to at least one of the songs.
Yes.
Like this is
I
what it
just
feels
saw
like.
the trailer and I was dreading for the fact, anyway, I'm not a K-pop fan, you know that.
You don't have to be a K-pop fan.
Yeah, but you see, okay, what is do you girls have anything interesting else to say about this?
So that's the thing. So this movie, it's not even been a month since it's out, but it's taking over everything. It's so good. I mean, there's a reason why it reached.
It's taking over these two people's lives.
There's a reason it reached top 10 across 93 countries and actually hit #1 in 33 countries. There's a reason why people love it so much, because there are fandoms that are coming in, theatrical pieces that are coming in,
really good musical numbers too.
Really good musical numbers.
And the animation?
For the fun of it, give it a shot. Just give it a crack.
If you want to waste your time,
it's not just an animated movie. It's not another Lilo and Stitch. It's not.
Please.
It's not.
No comparison there, okay?
Yeah, it was bad.
Understand the backlash.
And K-pop Demon Hunters is not.
No, absolutely not.
It's actually good.
See,
I don't like the
best K-pop.
Okay, so
Did you watch it?
I watched the trailer.
No, not the trailer. If you didn't watch,
I tried to watch it.
No watching it.
It's about these K-pop stars trying to sing and they're trying to save.
I'm kicking you out of this courtroom.
No,
but what I'm trying to say is, so we watched two movies now, right?
Yes.
Okay, one was Project Hail Mary, and one is this whatever this is. Okay, so do you know that both were created by Spider-Verse creators?
So good.
Okay, the Project Hail Mary storyline. Look at how different that is, and how different. This is just like the musicals, like Lorde's album. Okay, like Lorde itself, a different type of one single category.
So happy watching it. Yeah, I love it.
Why?
Because here's the thing.
It's not even.
It's like, you know how impactful Mulan was for us? I don't know if Mulan resonated.
Mulan was good because it was a good storyline. But this is like, I don't even understand.
It's not. You didn't watch the movie. Just watching the trailer is not.
I couldn't finish it because that's how bad it is.
Obviously not going to enjoy it.
No, I'm not going to enjoy, not because of anything else. I am not going to enjoy it because it wastes my time.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. thing. There are people who loves it like this
lot of
too.
people.
It's
okay,
good.
and it's good. Yeah, for you too.
I mean,
not
people,
for
you don't have
me.
to listen to any of the
I
musical
wasn't
numbers.
bashing it. I was on
I
the
hated
fence
it.
about it.
Really?
No,
You're offended?
I was on the fence about it, but then I watched it. And I couldn't
Let's move on to the
finish
next one, which is also a movie from Netflix. Sorry, Sanuvi. Yeah, you can go home and watch it, and be happy with it. Oh, why not you watch it together with your husband?
We did.
I did.
Oh no!
that was movie night. Just
Okay.
I did. You don't have a husband.
I don't have a husband. I have a boyfriend.
She's to be having a husband. very
Yes,
soon,
I have to be married.
So another movie which is going to be released on 1st of August, which is called My Oxford Year. What is this story about? Take a look.
Welcome to the University of Oxford. Your time here is precious. Seize it.
We have a student all the way from
New York.
New York, New York. Welcome, welcome.
Flirting with the hot teacher on the first day?
No,
Oh no, I love it. That is a serious bit of crumpet.
Can I walk you home?
Well, I wouldn't want to drag you away from your harem of girls back there.
Wow. If harem girls are anything, it's patient. So, Anna, why did you choose Oxford?
We don't have this back home, this history. I just love being among those dusty old first editions.
If you have time, then there's something that I'd like to show you. I think it's quite special. Behold the inner sanctum. This is just fun, right?
Fun.
Fun.
So fun.
So fun.
I go back to New York soon. That was always the plan.
Poetry can be taught, but really, it should be tried. Allow it to change your life.
Word is you and Jamie are quite the item. We're having fun.
Yes, that's what he's good at. But the question is, are you?
I have something I really need to discuss with you. We said we'd have fun, and we have.
Trust me, Anna, it's not worth the pain.
Don't waste the short time you have left in Oxford on me. There's no future here.
I don't understand. What isn't he telling me?
You don't need to try and fix my life. Some things are just broken.
I don't know what you're going through, but you don't have to do it alone. This is the messiness of life. These are the best bits. A succession of moments is really all we have. And I want mine to be with you.
There you go. That is another look at one of the indie movies. We keep bringing indie movies into our conversation as well, because it's not just the blockbusters we need to talk about. We have to talk about the indie movies as well, because this is another genre that a lot of people enjoy as well. And these are the types of movies that talks about life, your entire way of living and everything, all that, because it matters to you and you go through life. And every single, did we actually have a lighting issue or something happened? I don't know. Was that?
No, we're good. We're good.
Striking the studio at this moment. Anyways, so the movie line is that apparently a girl from New York goes into the UK to Oxford to spend 1 year there, because she can actually choose whatever she wants to do. She chooses to do poetry, and then she falls in love with the teacher.
Typical.
Because the teacher is supposed to be this guy called Corey Milrist, I think. It's weird spelling, like mine. So I don't know how to pronounce it either. Apologies there. But Sophia Carson, Doug Scott, and Bonnie Harris, and also Catherine McCormack is part of this entire cast. What do you guys think about it?
Anything with Sophia Carson is actually a really good movie. She does indie movies and it's very nice. It's actually nice. The last time I actually watched one of her movies, and a lot of people...
Purple Hearts.
Yes, there was a lot of traction for that movie, but I loved her since Disney Descendants. So love Sophia Carson. Oh, please do. Please
I'm
do.
joking,
Honestly,
joking.
I'm
I
just
didn't watch it,
expecting
but I liked
so
it.
much tears. It's from the producers of The Fault in Our Stars, and we all know how we reacted to The Fault in
Yeah.
Our Stars. The book made me cry, the show made me cry.
This is also a book converted into.
Yeah, but the problem is this, right? The beginning really disinterested me because it was like, oh my god, it's another typical teacher-student romance. Like, oh great, like that's perfect. Why did Mahieash want to talk about it? And then towards the end of the trailer, you're like, oh okay, this guy has
It's about
more layers.
taking chances.
Yeah, no, it's not just an year at Oxford. It's about the rest of this guy's life and how she's going to be the one to change that pattern of him thinking, no, I don't deserve to have anyone to stick by my side, and to actually see through just this fun side of me. I'm not just a poetry lecturer at Oxford. I'm more than that, and I have problems that I need support. And that's why I want to watch this movie specifically, and that's probably the part that's going to make us cry, because who knows what kind of issues.
That line of plot.
Yes.
Tried and tested
it was.
often.
But tell me you don't love. Tell me you don't love Jojo Moyes' Me Before You. Tell me you don't love. You do. So just like that, right?
Yeah, but it's a repetition.
You like Me Before You, yeah?
One thing that which makes this movie a little bit interesting, and one of the reasons that I also thought let's talk about it, is because of the simple fact that most of the generations were, when we were young, when you guys are, what you guys are going through, you're already married, that guy is, completely heartbroken.
Drifting. Complicated. Drifting.
He's just a shell of a person because, there's nothing inside, he's broken inside and all that. And Anuradie is full of life.
Aww. Very full, bursting at the seams.
Exactly. We just spoke about her relationship. You can go and speak to Australia. But the funny thing is, apparently, her man is in Australia, my ex is in Australia.
My man wants to go to Australia.
What's with Australia?
I don't know, but there is a weird connection to Australia, and apparently, it's always good to see a reflection of your life in the medium of arts, because she's like fighting for the little love that you have and that you want to explore, because the choice that she has is whether to stay in Oxford and continue with this romance or go back to New York and live her life. But we don't know what she will decide, if by any chance when we watch the movie, which is coming out on the 1st of August, then we'll get to know. So that's pretty much.
I think Sophia Carson is actually made for movies like this, though. To be honest, she's made for movies like this.
And she can cry very pretty.
Pretty cry, yes.
She cries very pretty.
Yep.
I have a very ugly cry.
I mean, it's
not ugly crying. No ugly crying. You got no space. Anyways, let's take a break, and when we come back, there's another interesting cartoon.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting and it is fun.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And then we see a pussycat come out.
Yes.
Anyways, this is Showbiz Tonight. We'll be right back. As soon as we return, we will be giving you a first look at the cat in the hat.
Vibe that you probably shouldn't be opening this.
What makes you say that?
That. Do not open.
Come on, that's just a suggestion.
Stop. Stop it. No. Don't!
Welcome back to the Institute for the Institution of Imagination and Inspiration, LLC.
Hey, giraffe with a crab. Pig in a wig. Hi, bug in a mug. Yak with a pack. Ron.
I heard the cat lost 3 giraffes on his last mission.
Actually, it was 5. Today is going to be the best day ever. Go to the montage. Let's light it up.
Cat?
Cat. Cat in the Hat. You have gone too far. Did you say toot fart?
I did not. I said too far.
Toot fart?
Too far.
I heard toot fart again. So, I'm just gonna leave some things here. Okay, bye.
Know that it's upside down and it's not the right side up. But can we have a lot of good fun? That is so fun. That's a line from Dr. Seuss itself, which is the Cat in the Hat is coming in for an animation version of it. And it's going to be very interesting because, you know, Dr. Seuss, you know, grew up with all that love and, you know.
Dr. Seuss, thank you for the childhood.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a happy movie. I don't know. See. Nothing. No. Zero.
I did not
Thing 1,
actually go
thing
to
2.
is
No. Dumb 1, dumb 2.
Dumb 1, dumb 2.
Let's just hang out in this corner. We're happy.
The fact that you haven't had the touch of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss is such a happy place.
Yes.
It is where you like actually, you know, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. You know, did you all watch The Grinch?
Yes.
There you go, Dr. Seuss in action. Okay, the great Jim Carrey perfectly portrayed the whole character of Grinch, and he was the Grinch. To the book. I don't think, like, you know, that he's ever a character. I think recently Aquil shared a video of you know, something related, but they used a song from his movie The Mask. Okay. What do you call that entire episode was really funny. Just take a look at this particular part of The Grinch, where Jim Carrey portrays this little Dr. Seuss in action from the Whoville, which is really fun to watch. Take a look.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
You're as cuddly as a cactus and as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Just face the music, you're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Yes, you are.
Your heart's an empty hole.
Your brain is full of spiders. You got gallagher soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39 and a half foot pole.
I asked for 3/4, not 5/8. Stay focused.
You know, if you ask the who's who of Whoville,
No one's denying.
Ow.
Airbags a little slow. But that's what these tests are for!
That was a look at from The Grinch, the Who Will, the great Jim Carrey. I don't know what has happened. He has actually gone through a very transformation. He's no longer that particular character that he played. He always apparently has an epiphany about life, and he keeps on his current videos are really deep. Not that person, but that is one of the fun things that he did, and that song which I was referring to from Mask was Cuban Pete. Again, that is also another fun thing. So this is going to be a good movie that is going to be very fun to watch.
Definitely going to be,
exactly.
Comforting. And
comforting, absolutely comforting. Doesn't matter whether you're a young, old, or
long as
dead in the grave. You can bring life back by watching something like this.
I think.
Did I rhyme there? No, okay, maybe, just wasted on this. We're gonna take another look, and we have to move right along because this movie will come later on, and we will be talking about it. This thing, but there are two big movies which is coming very recently, which is gonna come into the movies next week. We're gonna see Superman. So before we talk about Superman, here's a look at Superman. Just look up. Okay.
Superman. The most powerful being on planet Earth. We finally meet. Now, as planned, I'll destroy you. And of course, that reporter you always do interviews with. Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
No matter what you do to me, Luther, your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
Make a move, Big Blue.
Buckle up.
They chose him. Let them die.
Hey! Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
And there you go, that was a look at Superman being saved by Marvel. And that is the reason I want to watch this movie.
Yes, James Gunn. Thank you, James Gunn. Everybody say thank you, James Gunn.
Thank you, James Gunn.
You're a Marvel fan?
Yes, I am.
You should be
I'm
really
happy.
proud.
I'm quite happy about the way you introduced Superman. For a second, I thought, maybe for a fraction of a second, we'll actually end up showing the Indian version.
The legacy begins. Superman.
It's like Superman.
Superman. Anyways, what do you call? If you actually look at our vertical wall, if you can pan back into our vertical wall, you can see Superman with his little doggy, which is an ugly scene to see. If there was a cat there, that would have been actually
Wow, super cat.
I mean, look at that ugly dog with the ear.
Cutie.
I don't know.
Super dog.
I don't get the whole super dog thing.
No, but it is in the comics, so they're trying
It's
to.
there in the comics. There's a whole family.
One
in
of the
comics
things
now.
that we have to understand about this Superman movie is this is completely a retake from the DC Comics is starting from, not DC Comics, DC movies are now starting from zero, okay, because everything that they did prior, all the movies that they did prior, that storyline, all cut off, done so. There is no continuity of that. There is not going to be Aquaman 3 or whatever.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness for that, yes. So this is James Gunn, because James Gunn is now the boss of DC movies, who actually brought us the great 3 Guardians of the Galaxy's movies. He was very much involved with Marvel, and those were massive hits, okay? Whatever said and done, Aquil and
Wonder Woman's coming
Okay, whatever.
Okay,
Whatever.
no, not whatever.
Whatever.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I'm excited because that means we're going to get a revamp of all the good shows.
Yeah, no. So that's what he was saying. He was saying that this movie is going back to its basics. It is basically trying to tell the story from zero, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Start fresh. And Marvel actually has to come and save DC. It makes sense.
Okay,
because
DC
is depressing
No.
crap. That's what DC stands for.
No.
Let's just hope that the movie that comes out on the 11th, let's pray for Mahish's sake.
No, it's going to be a good. I'm going to be screaming my guts out. Marvel save DC.
If the movie is bad as you all are praying it to be, it's anyways a downfall for the both of you, because maybe this storyline won't work.
I'm just saying,
that's
sometimes it'd be nice to see Mahesh eat his own words.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like,
Well, he can always ring back to say it's not the Marvel director's fault,
it's a plot.
the storyline.
Sure, Superman himself. Why don't we turn him
Okay, that maybe.
But anyway, that is one thing. I know, Aquil, you have very strong feelings. We will talk about Superman next week when it comes out.
Cool.
Because we had to go to the next one that is going to come on the 25th of July, which is Fantastic Four.
No, the trailer.
Exactly. That song is.
I don't
really
like
weird.
it. I know.
Okay, that is weird. Okay, but take a look at the latest trailer, and we will come back and talk about it.
Famous around the world, please welcome the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch,
I love you, Johnny!
and The Thing.
Hey, what time is it? Say the thing.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobbering time.
That's just in the cartoon. Never late for Sunday dinner. Let's eat.
Hey, what time is it?
It's dinner time. Get inside.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
What is that? Get us out of here, Ben! Hold on!
Are we safe?
I don't know.
The clock is ticking. We are going to find a solution. We are going to make it right.
You don't want to just crush him?
I like that. The four of us will face the danger. We will protect you.
Family. It's about connecting to something bigger than yourself. We'll face it together. As a family.
What time is it, Ben?
No.
What time is it, Ben?
No, Johnny.
Say it!
I don't wanna!
Say it!
And there you go. That's a look at Fantastic Four, 25th of July. So two big movies. One from the DC universe and one from Marvel, which initially I thought when Thunderbolts came in, that was the start of the kickstart of Phase 6, okay, of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But apparently I was wrong. Thunderbolts was the closure to Phase 5. So Fantastic Four is the start of the real start of Phase 6. So they are going to end this with Secret Wars. So there's going to be 4 movies, and in 2028 we're going to have 3 more movies, which the projects are still in consideration, but there's going to be a 4th movie, and that is where Fantastic Four is going to be connected with Doctor Strange. There's this theory that is going on. Now Fantastic Four is going to reintroduce us, because apparently in Phase 5 the whole big threat, which was equating to Thanos, was Kang the Conqueror, not Kong the Conqueror.
Kong the Conqueror.
It's Kang the Conqueror. Okay, but that storyline got killed because thanks to Jonathan Majors. Thank you very much for that.
I'm so mad.
And now they were like, scuttling to get another big threat. Now the big threat is coming in Fantastic Four, which is going to be Galacticus.
I herald Galactus.
Exactly. So Silver Surfer, that was also a movie that actually in the initial, when the Fox universe was there, Silver Surfer was one of the movies. Like Fantastic Four had like 2 or 3 movies, and Silver Surfer also came, but in that the way they portrayed Galacticus was like, but here that was not Marvel Cinematic Universe, but now here they are actually making a big threat. Now from this movie to the next to the next to the next, everybody is going to gear up. So I think by Secret Wars we will have the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Thunderbolts, and the new Avengers all gearing up to fight Galacticus, because Galacticus is going to be the big guy to beat.
So then there is also a probable release in August for Eyes of Wakanda? So
that is Black Panther 3, that is Phase 7.
Phase 6. It's released in 25 August.
No, could be. So like so Black Panther is part of the Avengers.
Yeah. So you have Marvel Zombies coming in right now.
But again, it's not Black Panther. Now we have
no. It's Shuri and then the kid now.
Exactly.
It's got Shuri.
It's not the real Black Panther.
The new Black Panther.
The woke Black Panther.
Yes.
Come on. Now the
Ironheart was horrible.
Ironheart was bad. Ironheart, what happened there? That was so disappointing. It was like a bygone era. Like they just
they actually gave a good premise in Black Panther 2. Okay, the start for her, that was a really good strong start, and then it comes back to Ironheart, and God Almighty.
Multiple times, they're like, I should be like, putting shade on Tony Stark's names, but I won't.
Yeah, it's like you're going on an entire complete rant about this is what Disney does.
Exactly.
Okay, you have to keep Disney executives far away from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because those are the idiots who eats that.
Poisons.
Okay, exactly, that entire storyline was screwed up because of these BS woke crap. Fans don't want it. Fans don't want it.
It was just a projection.
Fans honestly don't want to be lectured when you go into a cinema hall and you watch a movie which you know these characters, which you know by comics. Fans don't want to be lectured about something
you go to the comics to avoid the lectures.
Emotionally attached to. You are like, no, we have to include. Come on, stick to the script. And when they stick to the script, $1 billion. Look at what happened to Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
And
stick to the script. Now, How to Train Your Dragon is also going that way, but for that is for DreamWorks.
Yeah, but
still stick into the original script.
Plus, Ironheart had such a good build-up, and everyone was looking so much
because there's the whole, you can take a Spider-Man twist into it as well, of like, I have this successor, like I'm always in their shadow, and like I need to live up to that kind of. But this is almost like, Tony Stark was like, what the hell is that? I'm gonna do it bigger and better, but I'm gonna steal and not have a moral compass.
crashes and burns.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
But
you know
anyway.
how it was canned and like put away for like 3 or 4 years in a row? Maybe that's why it's so dated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is pretty much from all of us here at the panel with regard to our powwow for this week. Next week is going to be our 75th show, so let's see what we are going to do
Special
for that.
surprise.
Maybe the 75th show's big thing is that we are not on air.
Could be.
Just black.
No.
Just black. Okay, you will cut, the TV will cut to some black. Anyway.
Wow.
That's pretty much it. So thank you once again. But we have to get to the countdown from 5 to 1, which is a movie. Who will take the top prize this time around? Will it be a dragon or will it be a race car? Okay, that is coming up right after this break. This is Showbiz Club.
28 years later, debuts strong at number 2 but has fallen to number 5, showing a loss of momentum. The film focuses on emotional storytelling and slower pacing divided audiences, expecting typical zombie scares. Innovative choices like filming on an iPhone cameras receiving mixed reactions, impacting viewer engagement combined with stiff competition and genre fatigue. These factors likely contribute to its box office drop, very unfortunately.
And debuting at number 4, the sequel to Megan picks up 2 years after the original, with Gemma resurrecting her creation Debacle Amelia, a military-grade weapon built using stolen Megan tech. The movie raises the stakes by exploring the conflict between advanced AI and human control, delivering intense action and psychological suspense. Despite the hype, however, the plot ends up being a typical thriller, with the bad guy always being a friend. The success of Megan depends on the audience, and it might be a bit tough for them with all the worthy contenders this time around.
Holding steady at number 3, Elio continues to impress just a week after its debut. Its success comes from Pixar's signature blend of stunning animations and heartfelt storytelling that resonates with me, with Anuradie, with everyone else except MJ, obviously, but all ages, of course. And this film, the themes of friendship and self-discovery strikes a universal chord, while its memorable characters and catchy soundtracks keep viewers coming back again and again to watch Elio. Because Elio marks a strong comeback from Pixar's, reaffirming their place as one of the best animation companies in the world.
Elio, skipping school! I don't know if this is boundary testing or sleep regression or... Ugh. Which one of these is you?
I don't know, but I think that one is you.
You need to make friends. I went here too when I was a kid. You might not believe me right now, but this will be good for you.
Look at me in the eye and for once, tell me the truth.
Shmipa de Gumiba. No, I'm not learning LEOEs.
Major Solis. You going to the seminar tonight? There'll be a speaker from the astronaut selection program.
No, something came up.
Oh, is this the nephew we've heard so much about?
Yes, that's him. Gluto! Stop it. I don't know if this is boundary testing or sleep regression or... Which one of these is you?
I don't know, but I think that one is you.
Okay, I've got one last meeting, so I need you to sit here and not move or speak or injure yourself for 10 minutes. I have enough to deal with already.
After 2 weeks at number 1, How to Train Your Dragon has finally slipped to second place. Fans are returning for repeat viewings, praising the film for staying true to the original score and storyline. Many appreciate that Hiccup's character design remains faithful, keeping the essence to the beloved hero intact. Supporters are calling this DreamWorks' triumph over Disney, proving the studio's storytelling prowess and dedication.
The moment we've all been waiting for. I just gotta pick a spot for my statue.
It's so much bigger from down here.
Can you guys believe we're actually standing here? This is where Chief Greybow will slew the Whispering Death.
Yeah, and it's where Chief Toughnut will slay everything else. Watch and learn.
Man, I can't wait to get some legendary war wounds.
Yeah, like a nasty gash right across my face.
Call me boring?
Boring.
But I'm just excited to see some real, live dragons up close. You know, I could do without the permanent injuries and...
Oh, where's the glory in that?
Yeah, it's only fun if you get a scar out of it.
I know, right? Pain. Love it. Oh, great. I'll let him in.
I guess Daddy pulled some strings, huh?
Aren't you two like a little old to be here? Ouch.
What did you say? What did you say again?
Yeah, touchy subject. I've flunked dragon training a few times.
It was 4 times, actually.
Yeah, and it's called being held back. As in too valuable to let go of.
So there you go. That is a look at the countdown from number 5 to number 2, and the number 1 movie is
F1!
I actually like the movie, not gonna lie.
Any
I love the
representation
movie.
for F1 is good.
Okay?
Is good.
He does not like it.
Okay,
He didn't know that the pit stop is an actual thing.
Oh, yes!
Oh my god, he did not know that.
Obviously, pit stops are fast.
I don't watch race cars, okay? I'm not a fan of that. But even for this particular movie, okay, tell me I'm wrong. You have Top Gun Maverick. What was the storyline? The OG comes into the thing to teach the young guy. Apparently, young guy doesn't listen. He's a bully or whatever. And then somehow at the end of the day, he saves the day. The OG saves the day. Okay. So if you take Top Gun, you have Tom Cruise and you have fighter pilots. So if you take F1, Top Gun F1. Okay. So even the name is like a little bit similar. So you take off Tom Cruise away and put Brad Pitt there. You take the fighter pilots away and put racing cars there, you get F1. Storyline is exactly the same.
Anyway,
But it is, I get the fact that, F1 fans will be like, yay, we have a movie now. Yeah, good for you. Have fun.
Yeah, it's really good. They showed a pit stop, they showed races, they showed the actual drivers.
Not just pit stop. The entire game of the pit stop was actually showcased on that. Plus, there were cameos of Hamilton, Max, everyone.
Wait, was Max the guy?
Who was the actual ones on Top Gun?
We gotta wrap up Aquil.
F1 was a good movie.
So
Go
bad.
watch it.
I like F1. Are you all done?
I know, but still, that is the number 1 movie.
You got an entire assembly line of kids raised on the simulator.
No, I don't have time for some kid to learn how to come in 10th. I don't.
Well, you don't just walk off the street and pilot a rocket.
Yes, you can if you've done it before. That's the whole point. Louis Chiron was 57 years old when he won the Monaco Grand Prix.
Who was who?
Philippe Tancelin, 56 years old.
You just Googled these names, didn't you?
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot.
Wow, Ruben, you are really selling this.
But I see a guy who makes teams better. I see experience. I see know-how.
You're off your meds.
My rook is a phenomenal talent. Phenomenal. But he's young. You know what he lacks? Maturity. You plus him, boom. I got a team.
Well, that's all the time we have for you.
I told
this. I'm going to cut off Aquil on this because, you know, he will go on like, you know, fun.
F1.
Yeah, that's all. And trust me, I went to watch the movie with him.
I loved it. I loved it.
He's like, you know, every single time so one of the things that they have done differently this time around is like real F1 racers have been connected with the actors. So the real ones also, there are cameos of them coming in. I was like, when they was like, oh god,
Fangirling over real drivers.
Come on. What is this?
I'd fangirl too. I would also fangirl.
Max, even Hamilton was there.
Lewis Hamilton was there because he was a producer, and he had
Max
to be
was there as well.
Max
Literally
was
all
secondary.
But
Max is there looking at the grid.
Anyways, F1 happened. It's a #1 movie.
Exactly. Yeah. So with that, we have to wrap things up. Thank you very much for watching, and we really appreciate for you being here with us for 74 episodes. 75th is coming next week, and we hope to give you something much better of an experience. So once again, thank you very much, Aquil, who is
the governor. Moving on. Accepted it.
Some weird kind of car fan. Sanuvi, myself, and Anuradie, we appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Have a very good night.
Tell all of your friends that I'm crazy and drive you mad, that I'm such a stalker, a watcher, a psychopath, and tell them you hate me and dated me just for laughs. So why do you call me and tell me you want me back, you maniac? So dramatic, we had magic, but you made it tragic. Now you're manic, honestly I've had it. Listen to yourself, think you need to get some help. Tell all of your friends that I'm crazy and drive you mad, that I'm such a stalker, a watcher, a psychopath, and tell them you hate me and dated me just for